Well, that video I did the other day has got them all dead upset again. I'll tell you what, like, they don't like it, they don't like the electronics, the hardware bit getting showed off. This is the stuff that's sticking in your street lights. Now, let's just have a look at, I'm going to show you, it's quite an interesting piece of hardware. All right, now this, if you look at it, right, a lot of gold on there, by the way, right, a lot of gold on there. But what I'm going to say to people is, you see these very, very data intensive chipsets, right? You know what you can do with chipsets, do you? You know how small your mobile phone is and what it's capable of. Just think of the capability, but that's just one side of it. I'm going to show you the other side of this piece of hardware. Right, you see that there? And it comes into view. Look at that. Look at that. Right, so you've got all of this kit on an antenna board, and obviously, like I said, large, massive potential switching piece of hardware there. And when it comes into view, 3,300 watts. Yeah, on an antenna board that's already smoothed out due to this. You get it? So you see, now obviously quite a tricky piece of, I mean, we're talking quite a lot of money here, you know. Quite a significant amount of money. No gold on this bit, boys, but plenty on the antenna boards. I mean, this one's really nice. I mean, it's got quite a bit of gold on it as well, hasn't it? Yeah. Right. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Nice bit of gold on that one. The one we're going to talk about is this. Now, you see, they were all a bit upset, right? The trolls in particular. They all got themselves a bit upset when we explained to the world what this was, all right? Part of a weapons program. Yeah. Now, they got themselves a bit upset about that. And what I'm going to say to people is, how do you fulfill the intelligence documents to kill off 55 million in the UK if you haven't got these? Because you see, these can specifically target those that's been shot up. Those that's been got an IP address, so they've got that nanometer material antenna. You see, these can see them. These are urban radar, by the way. All right, single element and large urban array, brought to you by your dummy council. Now, we know the councils are a bit thick because, you see, optical radiation is a known hazard, and that's why you're not allowed to have point light source, and that's why all lights have to have a diffuser. But amazingly, they've just put these in street lights without a diffuser. Amazing, isn't it? All optical radiation is a hazard, but these are lethal. The maximum exposure to this type of light is 0.25 of a second. And what they say, it's so, you know, bright, you wouldn't look at it. But what happens when you've got the same type of crap in some vehicle heading towards you on a motorway? It's going directly into your eyes. So you're being exposed to over what the standard says for these category 2 optical radiation emitters, one of the most dangerous types of optical radiation emission, and these are very lethal, by the way. So your local council fitted them. No environmental impact. It's the reason why there's a total collapse in insects. Like I said, the trolls don't like it. I just like agitate them a bit and show them for the fools that they are, because they'll tell you this, right, is safe. And I can tell you now, the round the bend haven't got a scoop. All right, so there you go, guys. Get out one, share about. That'll agitate them even more. All right, and let's see the fallout. Let's see the fallout. Like I said, you know, a lot of the people who did the investigations against these trolls in the past, all their accounts have been taken down. You know, that's what you got to remember. Most of anybody who went against this state apparatus, fake Brigade 77, paedophile, transgender narrative, they got took down, right? All the accounts with all of the, you know, the links with these brigade members and child paedophilia, etc., etc. It's probably one of the qualifications you have to get into one of these groups. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. So we'll just, it's going to agitate them to death. So I would suggest get it shared all over.